be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in, so a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Third and long for Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
They go with Howard again. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. On first down, they run with Howard. And he's got room. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
They'll set up a throw. And his throw is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Now back to throw. Now he's flushed out left. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Back to throw now on first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Normally when you put together a 3-4 defense, you want massive people up front who can eat up blockers and allow the linebackers to run free. But how about the big fella right there? Breaking all codes and getting into the backfield and making the play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And some space here. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now. Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. The Chargers have taken the early lead over the Broncos. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught by Watkins. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Let's go. 1-9.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. By the way, they're into the second quarter now out in Carson. The Chargers have taken the early lead over the Broncos. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Play action now. Winston rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Jameis now on 1st down. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Here's Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. The offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Winston keeps it himself.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Open space inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Winston. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 5. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Elsewhere around the NFL, they're in the 3rd quarter in Carson. Chargers have just scored, so they extend their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. the wrong direction. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible, because right now he is wrecking things for them.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. Third down here. The Bears on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They'll look to throw. Now he'll escape to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Around the NFL, they've gone to the 3rd in Cleveland. And that is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Browns in that game. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. To throw is Winston. Being chased out left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Now a handoff looking right. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
On 3rd down, Winston. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Back now in Tampa. Going to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some musket on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard near the 42. Boy, another example there of how you've just got to be fearless to go over the middle in this league.
No doubt about it. And if you want to be known as a Pro Bowl type of a receiver, if you want to get to the Hall of Fame, you have to make a good number of catches in that area. And how about the hit he took from the linebacker? That's where you really make it, because a lot of times that hit is coming from behind you, from over the top by a safety. In this case, it may well come from underneath with the linebacker dropping out from the middle.
They'll drop to throw. Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a first.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman, because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. On first, they go right back to Howard. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one.
Let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Cameron Meredith with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And a catch right side by Evans. 23 yards on the play.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
First down, Winston. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard, right around the 26. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now a play fake here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On play action, Winston. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so now then, the field goal puts you back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if this is not an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, you still got the 2 timeouts, but I think you're right. I think you roll the dice right here.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Breaks a tackle. Steps away to his left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Here we go.
Now back to throw. Now he's forced out left. Just keeping the play alive. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
A give to Howard. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.